everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today is going to be a get ready with me with all my preparations for a Valentine's night out because I'm going out for a meal with my husband. Now I don't know about you, but for me one of the big parts of the enjoyment of going out with someone special is the getting ready bit. And so I thought I'd make it extra special by getting ready with you as well. I'm going to be sharing every step of what I do to get ready to go out for this evening, from the pampering self-care to makeup to choosing what outfit to wear, and then you're even coming to the restaurant with us as well. I can't wait. But first I wanted to start by sharing with you some of the jewellery that I will be using to style up my Valentine's outfits tonight. It really makes you feel special, doesn't it, to select perfect pieces to complement an outfit to go out for a special night. I'm excited to be collaborating with Ana Luisa New York Jewellery, my go-to jewellery company, for the first part of this video. They have very kindly allowed me to choose some very beautiful pieces for Valentine's Day. And of course, to spread the love, I have a special discount for you, which is Deirdre20, which gives you 20% off if you go through the link underneath this video. Whatever I wear, and you'll have to wait until later in the video to find out, I will be wearing some Ana Luisa jewellery to make this outfit extra special. So I'd like to show you these beautiful, elegant pieces that are just perfect for Valentine's night. Really beautiful. You know, when you want to look your best, I'm definitely going to wear some of these tonight. So I'm going to start by showing you these earrings here. They've got a real Parisian look to them. You know, they're a real twist, literally a twist on a classic hoop. They're significant, more significant though, but they're suitable for every day as well as for dressier occasions. And they're a lovely mid-size. So they're classic, they're classy, and they've got personality. Now I'm going to try this one on for you to see just how beautiful it actually looks. Really easy to pop on and attach like that. Absolutely beautiful. Now what would be perfect with them is one of these. Now this is the ring that actually goes really well with them. This is the rope ring. Now this one is the slim one. It also comes in a larger size as well. And this is the slim one. This is the rope large. So this is the difference that you've got. Now both combine simplicity and elegance with looking modern and really contemporary. So it's just up to you really which size you feel more comfortable wearing. Maybe the slim one for daily use and perhaps the larger rope for dressier occasions. They're just beautiful, so easy to wear. You can layer them up as well if you wish, of course. Now the other earrings that I wanted to show you are these beautiful things here. Now these are also a rope. They're twisted rope as well, but these are very special. These are called Paris Small PAVE. They're dainty, elegant, and as I said, essentially a similar twisted rope design, but these are interwoven with sparkling cubic zirconias all around the earrings. And now the ring that goes with that is to die for. It's this one. It's the same design. I chose a large one because I like to wear a ring on this finger here. And honestly, these two pieces, they are absolutely designed for Valentine's nights and special occasions. But you know, they're also suitable to wear for every day as well. You know, I can see this sort of a ring and those sorts of earrings actually working beautifully with perhaps a cozy cashmere sweater. I think they'd look sumptuous. So whatever you choose to suggest to your loved one to buy you, did I just say that? I did. Or to buy for yourself, don't forget the discount code of Deirdre20 for 20% off. So let's start with the preparations. Earlier I had a gorgeous pampering shower using this beautiful Revolution Vitamin C body scrub. This is so wonderful to soften the skin, and because of the vitamin C, it adds glow and brightens and smooths the skin. Then after that, I used the Espa, love that brand, bath and shower gel. This is bergamot and jasmine. Very refreshing body cleanser and just keeps my skin supple and satin smooth to the touch. Hoping my husband will appreciate it. And now for the makeup. So now we're through into the bathroom, and basically I'm going to be talking you through every single step that I take with my makeup to get myself ready to go out this evening. Now, before I do that, before I do any makeup, I do apply my current moisturiser of choice, which is Obagi Hydrate. Now, Obagi is a really good brand. They've got a very good level of sort of medical, more active ingredients. So this one is brilliant because it hydrates, it plumps the skin, but it doesn't make my skin oily in any way. So it's a very good basis for foundation. And before I do put the foundation on, I also apply this fabulous product, which is Rhodial Glass Primer. It makes the skin flawless, it fills in the pores, and they also do a glass powder as well, which I'll talk about later on. But the glass primer, before you put foundation on, just smooths the skin off. It's beautiful. Okay, now, what you may notice is that I do already have something on my face. Now I'm going to be honest with you ladies, I'm going to say I've never done this before. I've never done a makeup in front of people and never actually shown the whole world what my face looks like without makeup on. So I'm feeling a bit nervous, to say the least. But I also wanted to be completely candid with you about this. Now I have got some eye makeup on and I have got false eyelashes on, and I'm going to tell you why. You may have noticed that I always wear false eyelashes in my videos. And I've got to be honest with you ladies, a bit of a heart-to-heart this. The reason is because I don't really have any real eyelashes. Now I'll tell you the history behind that. When I lived in Kuwait, I had what was a newfangled trend in those days. Lots of people have it now, but it was eyelash extensions. And I had them. There was a girl that came to do my eyelash extensions, absolutely thrilled with them. So I had them, and then gradually, I had them for a few months, and then one day I said to her, oh, can I just see what my lashes look like without the lash extensions on? And she showed me, and I nearly died. There was literally 6 lashes left. I could not believe it. And before that, I had quite good lashes, but you know, you always want better, don't you? But when I saw those, I just thought, oh my goodness. So I couldn't even go into work the next day. So I had to go and get some false lashes. I just looked like some kind of an alien. So I do pity anybody that goes through any of these sorts of things. I felt absolutely terrible. My self-confidence hit the floor. But ever since that day, every day I have to wear false lashes. So this is the honest truth, ladies. Okay. So, with that said, I do have the false lashes on, obviously. I'm also going to tell you exactly what else I've put on. I have applied the By Terry, love By Terry as a brand. This is their beautiful, beautiful palette. Now look at that. The colour that I put all over my eyes is this one here. This is an absolutely beautiful shade, but you can see loads of others here. Now, some of them are matte, some of them are satiny, sheeny, but this is the one I've used as my under colour, okay? I've also then put a little bit of this one on just in the socket here. Hopefully you can see that. So I've done that, and that's a lovely sort of transition colour between the light and the dark. On top of that, it wouldn't be a makeup tutorial without a Charlotte Tilbury palette. So what I've done there, because it's going kind of Valentine-y, pinky sort of look, I've chosen this palette, which is the Pillow Talk. It's got number 1, 2, 3 and 4 in it, and the colour that I always use, as you can see, is this one. Now this is the one that I've put again all over here on top, and I put a tiny bit of this one, a little bit darker, which really goes so beautifully with it just down here to deepen it in the corner. So it's very soft, it's kind of pinky, but not pink so that it makes you look, you know, like you're ill around the eye. But I do think that this palette would suit loads of different people because, I mean, my eyes are sort of greeny yellow, and it brings the green out. And I think if you've got blue eyes, it will bring that colour out. I just think it's just a beautiful soft colour, particularly for Valentine's. So let's move on to the face base, as I call it. I generally apply my foundation and my concealers with makeup sponges. Now these are beautiful. They're quite cheap from Amazon and look still in the Valentine's concept of pink. So I'm going to choose one of these, this one, and I'm going to start off with the product here, which is one of my favourites, which is the Forever Undercover. It says it's full coverage, not quite full coverage, but it's really good as an undercover. It's Dior, obviously, and it helps to reduce the redness. As you can see, I've got quite a bit of redness. So this is actually slightly light for me. This is a number 015, but let me just put a little bit of it on this beautiful pink sponge and put a little bit, particularly on the redness here, and up under the eye, just to lighten it. And hopefully you can see there's quite a difference. I do actually take a little bit over my lips sometimes, because what I find is if you don't put foundation of any type on your lips or a concealer, you end up not having the true lipstick colour. You end up, I mean, my lips are quite kind of purpley, and that tends to change the colour of the lipstick. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit light, but my main colour of foundation is a bit more tanned looking almost. This one, again, it's the Dior, it's Forever, and this colour is 3N, which is like a neutral sort of medium colour, medium tone. So again, I'm going to put that onto my lovely new little blender. I'm going to put a bit on here, not enough. And also what it does is it warms up this undercover that I've got here. Now I'm going to turn it over and do that side. So I need a little bit more. Did I mention I've never done this before? I think you can tell. So we're doing this. It's quite different, ladies, you know, doing your makeup at home, on your own, with nobody watching, that you think you can do it really, really quickly, really, really easily, and you can. Whip it on, and then as soon as you have people watching, you think, actually, I don't know what on earth I'm doing. Anyway, so again, like I said, a little bit across the lips, so it's all quite uniform. Now, what I have done also, underneath that eyeshadow, is put a bit of this foundation underneath as well, so that it's all fairly well mixed in. So now I've got the foundation and the undercover on. I want to put a little bit of concealer now. And what I do like, though, is to actually be able to see skin through foundation. You see so many, particularly younger people, young girls, putting huge quantities of foundation on their faces. That's not working right, that is now. Huge quantities of foundation on their faces. And you think, golly, that would just be so thick. It looks beautiful on them, of course, it looks flawless, but it's going to look pretty bad on me. So I put a little bit there, I put a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and then I just blend that all in. So it's not really very much lit underneath the eye, it's kind of quite natural looking. Now, a little secret that you may know about, but if not, you'll love. This is Dior Fix It Colour. This is called a 2-in-1 Prime and Colour Correct. Now, this comes in different shades, but I only learned about this when a Dior guy was doing my wedding makeup a few years ago, not that many years ago, and instead of putting tons and tons and tons of concealer under the eye, he suggested that I just do this with this colour. Now this particularly, this blue shade is absolutely beautiful just to lift the light in the corner of the eye rather than thick concealer. Now hopefully just in the corner. Can you see the difference? Hopefully you can. I do need to set this because as you can see it's looking quite moist, shall we say. Now what I use is, you can't actually see it now, is this one, Bye Bye Pores from It Cosmetics. Also I use Rhodial Glass Powder, which is pretty much very similar, and I just take a little brush, knock a lot of it off, and I do set this area around here because otherwise you end up with loads and loads of creases. So make sure that you haven't got any creases there and just set it. Now it does come with a little powder like that, So then what I do is I actually, in the areas where I really do need it to be matte, I do this with it. And this is a fabulous, fabulous powder. Again, it helps the pores to be reduced, not to make them larger. It really does. And then for the rest of the face, I'll take a big brush, knock some out into the lid like that, and then just do this. Because what I'm planning to do is to put powder blusher on. So I don't want it to be wet and moist, otherwise it's not going to work. It's going to all stick. So that's that one. Now I do use a second powder as well, which I'm going to show you, which is MAC Studio Fix. And this one is number 41, and it's quite warm. Again, they've got loads to choose from. It's quite a warm colour, like that. And I just whizzle it round like that, take off most of it, and then sweep it all over my face. It does actually come with a pad, as you can see I've used. So sometimes, and I think I might do that now, I'm going to put it across my cheeks with the pad, because it gives a much more complete, there you can see how good that is there. That gives a much more uniform effect. My face is actually quite pink at the moment because it's under all these lights, but hopefully you'll be able to see. I don't want a brownie effect, to be honest. Now that's another thing. I know that quite often, myself included, you know, us ladies like to put on like a shading under here, either in a cream or in a powder. I'm not actually going to do that because I want it to be light and airy, this makeup. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put something else around the eyes. Now again, this is another lovely little secret that I hope you're going to enjoy sharing. This is Urban Decay. Now this is an eye pencil. It's long lasting, and it's got some slight, let me show you, it's a grey, but it's got, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a silvery look to it. Because I find that particularly if you're trying to look light and airy for a lovely evening out, you don't want a thick, hard colour like a black or even a grey or even a brown that's matte. So if you take one like this and just put it gently under, I never take it all the way across because it tends to close the eye up. I tend to focus much of it in this area. Now you can see that is much softer than a grey actually would be, because it's got that kind of colour to it. And so therefore when somebody's looking at you, you know, they're going to see something, or not glittery, but not glittery, that's wrong, but something that's got some light in it. Now lips. Let me find my lip liner, which is, I use this all the time, as you can see. This is MAC. No, it's not MAC. What am I talking about? It's not MAC at all. It's Dior. And it's one of these two-ended things, but this colour is just to die for. Now I'm going to actually sharpen it because there's nothing worse, well not much worse, than an unsharpened lip liner. Okay. Now you can see it is a beautiful, kind of a neutral, kind of muted shade of pink. It's not pink as such, but, oops. I've got to say, ladies, having, as I said, not done one of these before, lip pencil is a challenge. Now, I'm not one of these people that takes my lip pencil miles outside my lips. Some people do, but I've got quite generous shaped lips, so I don't really need to. Okay, I'm also going to just, so it's not a harsh line. Because remember, we're going for Valentine softness and pinkness. So the colour I've chosen for this is MAC. This is a luster glass lipstick and the colour is Pigment of Your Imagination. And I'm going to show you, it is very soft, and it's, as I said, it's kind of a muted pink, but I'm going to show you there's going to be some magic happening to it. Just have to hold on for that. Now, worn like this is very much, it's something you can wear every day, to be honest. It's pretty, it's not got too much blue in it, because you've got to be careful with too much blue on your face when you get older. Depending on your colouring, of course, but it can make you look a bit older. Now, because I'm going for the softer look, I'm going to take a blush. This one is again by Terry. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, again, as you can see, I've used it to absolute death, particularly this colour here, and a pop of this. But this is wonderful. This is for the highlighting. This is for the shading underneath, obviously, as I mentioned before, but I'm not going to be doing that today. This is a beautiful, beautiful colour that surprisingly goes with absolutely everything. And then there's the pink. So I'm going to take a brush. Another brush. This is a MAC brush, beautiful, and I'm just going to pop it on my cheeks. It's very soft. It's got, I think it's got hyaluronic acids in it. A lot of the by Terry, don't quote me on that, but a lot of the by Terry products are just amazing. They're good for you as well as looking good. Now that is a lovely colour. I'm also then going to, because this is going to go pink, because the magic will come at the end, I'm going to pop some of this on, which gives it some real life. And it's not too cold a colour because it's combined with this shade as well. Now that's a little bit flat, a little bit matte. So what I'm going to do is, what do I got here? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I have this iconic product. You may have seen this in one of my other videos. This is the from the 50 and Fabulous, 50 Ways to be 50 and Fabulous, which I did. Laura Mercier. This is translucent loose setting powder in Light Catcher Celestial Light. Now it comes in, I think, 3 different shades, and this one, which you'll see, is quite, well, you can't see it here, but it's quite light and lifting. It's like catching the light. So I'm going to take a brush. This is a Real Techniques brush, which I find I bought the whole set and they're really good. I'm going to put some of this into like this, and then I just whirl this round. And the area I'm going to put it on is, I'm going to sweep it across the top of my cheeks. I'm going to put a bit more on. Ooh. Okay, and then I'm going to put a bit on the other cheek. So it's a sort of a swathe of gleam that you just take across here. Okay, I'm also going to put a tiny touch of it just down here, and a tiny touch here, just to lift that. Because whilst I like a fairly matte look, because I don't want to look sort of sweaty, let's put a bit more of this back on again to blend it all in. Now I am a lady that likes a blush, so you may not want to put quite as much on. Alright, so that's the blusher. Now, what I haven't done is put any eyebrow gel on, and I think I might leave that because I want it to look, as I said, soft and light. Now, you're saying to yourself, where's this flipping magic coming? It's coming. It's here. This is called Revolution, and it's called Makeup Revolution London, and this is Shimmer Bomb Lip Gloss with Vitamin E. So not only is it a lip gloss, but it also has vitamins, and it will transform this whole face. Now, I apply it all over the lipstick, but if you want, just apply it in the middle. And that is what turns it into a lighter, softer look. It's got more romance attached to it, It really does make a difference. So as you can see, I'm all made up in pink, and now of course the next stage is to select the outfit that I want to wear. I have two choices that I want to show you. Oh, and just before I do that, if you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to, because it's free and it helps to keep the channel going. I share styling tips and inspiration on what works in terms of style and what doesn't work. And of course, if you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Anyway, so the first thing I wanted to talk to you about that I'm thinking of wearing tonight is this absolutely beautiful colour top, halter neck top, viscose, 100% viscose from Boden. Absolutely beautiful. I love Boden clothes. I think they're really good quality, and they always last, and they're a really good investment. And this is such a fabulous colour, really gorgeous. This is called Pink Watermelon. So there's that, and then what I was going to do was to team it with these beautiful trousers, which you would have seen before if you've seen me in any other video. They're my beautiful tailored Karen Millen trousers. So I will pop off now and I'll see you in a sec, all styled up. So here I am, and as you can see, this is a beautiful, beautiful colour combination. This is a fabulous, pretty colour. Couldn't resist this Boden top. I just feel it looks youthful without being too girly. And as I said, it's very reasonably priced as well, and from Boden. Now, I've got to admit, I am not wearing a bra, to be honest. But I am wearing these great little nipple covers. I wanted to show you these because these can be a solution, particularly in the summertime, when you don't want necessarily to have a bra on and you've got problems with the types of top shapes that you're wearing. These are really good. From Amazon, they're really cheap, and I've just popped them on. Also, why I did that with this is because I thought that it would sort of lose the line and lose the flow if I wore a bra underneath, because you might be able to see it. So also, do you know what? This top, I think, is absolutely fabulous with summer evening outfits too, not just for the winter. In fact, if anything, kind of better for the summer, but useful all the year round. So I've selected the tailored trousers, as I told you, also as it provides a change of texture. It's got, you know, the top is kind of satiny, obviously made of viscose, and the texture of these is a little bit more matte, so there's a difference. And in addition, this is quite loose fitting, which is beautiful, so comfortable. And these are much more tailored in, so again, a balance there. Now, if I'd worn wide leg trousers, I don't think it would have worked so well with this top, because the whole effect would have been too loose, too flowy, with very little contrast. Now, you will see that I'm wearing these gorgeous little Cinderella shoes in this outfit. These are to die for. They would make such an impact with any outfit. But they are just perfect to accompany so many things, especially something that you just pop on really easily for something dressy at a special occasion like Valentine's. So to pick up the touch of silver in the Cinderella shoes, I've gone for my rhinestone clutch bag. It's large enough for my lipstick, my phone, my keys, and it's almost a classic. It's just so perfect. It jazzes up all sorts of outfits. And of course, you may notice I'm wearing my Ana Luisa PAVE set of earrings and ring. Really beautiful, just lifts and lights and just echoes the little bit of glitz here with the glitz on the shoes, and also with the bag as well. And my outerwear, for my outerwear, you'll have to wait until later in the video for that. So for my second option of what to wear for tonight is essentially the same colour scheme, but more cosy. So if you wanted to opt for something cozier, there is this absolutely fabulous jumper that I found really cozy. It's what they call a sort of a mock neck type thing, but it's really beautiful, very flattering, which you'll see. And it's from And Other Stories. And I'm going to team that with these beautiful black silk trousers. So my second look is essentially, as I said, the same colour scheme really, but I've swapped out the halter neck top for the really beautiful snuggly mock neck jumper from And Other Stories. It's really vibrant, really cosy, beautiful, beautiful colour, slightly different from this one actually. Now, as the sweater was a woolen look, I thought I needed to change the texture of the trousers to ring the changes there. And I chose those beautiful, soft, smooth silk ones from Lily Silk. They're just so classic, you know, they're the sorts of things that you want always in your wardrobe. And they've upped the glam for an evening out. And I've just teamed the same bag and the same shoes with this for a slightly warmer look. This outfit, of course, just like the other one, is not just for Valentine's Day. It can be worn at any time, not even necessarily always a special occasion. I can see this woolen jumper looking beautiful with jeans and boots in the daytime as well. So I can see both of these outfits actually looking perfect as we go into the spring, especially this watermelon halter neck top, which you could style with white jeans for a summer evening. That would be a wonderful little look with sandals or with ballet flats. Now, this is the reason, another reason why I went for pink rather than red for Valentine's. I know red is very traditional, and do wear red if you choose to, of course, if that's your favourite. But I thought pink was actually a little bit softer and lends itself also to a softer makeup. And I also think pink is more versatile because it can go into spring and summer so well. I'm all for getting more wear out of our pieces. Now, for the final little touch is a spritz of parfum. And for this occasion, I have chosen J'adore by Dior, particularly because I adore is another thing obviously linked with Valentine's. So a little spritz of that, but I'm not going to put it here because I don't want to upset my jewellery. I'm just going to spray it on my arm. So I think I'm ready. We're going to head off out now, and we're going to a quintessentially English country pub. So I will see you there. So we've arrived at this beautiful English country pub, and yes, you've guessed it, my outerwear layer of choice is this beautiful white faux jacket. So we're going in now to eat. Hi. We've got a table booked. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
Just this one here.
That's lovely.
We'll let you get settled with you shortly.
Thank you. This is the most gorgeous pub, and it's quintessential English country pub with an open fire and everything. And this is very romantic for my husband and I because we used to come here a lot. So I'm going to choose something now, and then you might even see something of him.